The cave that housed the mystical guru and his followers remains charged with supernatural legend and spooky lore.
People have reported getting a chilling feeling in the cave. People have claimed to see apparitions. There's been reports of the sound of chanting coming out of the Hermit's Glen. It seems to hold a lot of energy.
Ooh, go there if you dare.
I felt drawn to the cave.
I did. And I don't often feel drawn like that to things.
Yeah, there are like thousands of worms in here.
That is so disgusting.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Usually there's like a memorial.
Someone died right here?
Oh, there's always like, they put like little teddy bears and stuff.
What do you, wait, what,
That's just rock throwing, man.
what do you mean someone died here? Like,
I have no idea. There's just usually there's like little like picture frames and teddy bears and stuff.
Yeah. You know, like they do on highways.
Well, also like people get shot quite often in Philly.
yeah.
They're from Texas. They know. And again, there are two paths. One of them leads there, one just looks like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get you guys there. We might take a wrong turn. I'm gonna try not to.
Lily, it's alright because I also know how to get there and have a map.
Also, there's a lot of poison ivy around here, so just be careful. Yeah.
Well, you know. Here. Nice.
Welcome to my crib.
It's cool. But it's not there anymore.
Not the end.
Oh, well then don't look down.
That is a lot of worms. Hey guys, it's Colin here. It's day, I don't know what day it is in quarantine, but to start this video off, I just wanted to make sure to let you guys know that we're thinking about all of you at home. We're sending you lots of love, light, good energy out to you guys to make sure that all of our fans, supporters, and family are safe and healthy out there. We're thinking about you at home. And I want to get a conversation started in the comment section below. It's very simple. All you have to do is type your answer to this question. What type of location is your favorite for us to visit on the Paranormal Files? Is it abandoned hospitals, school buildings, cemeteries, haunted forests? It doesn't matter. Just let me know below because I'm starting to do some research on one of our next series that we're going to set out to film. And I need you guys to give me some input so we can give you more investigations at places that you want to see. Anyways, this is a really good episode. It's a really crazy place with a lot of crazy history to it and some great paranormal activity that we captured on camera, including a special guest appearance by my buddy Colin, who is the unofficial Colin 2 on the channel. So thank you all so much for supporting us and for helping us out by just watching these videos during these trying times. I hope that I can give you a little bit of positivity in your life, even though it's a little bit hard right now. But anyways, keep your heads up out there, stay healthy and stay safe. And as always, enjoy the episode and stay spooky. Okay, everybody, why don't you introduce yourselves real quick?
Hi, I'm Liliana.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Al.
So why are you guys out here tonight?
I'm taking them both out to see the Cave of Kelpius because I've been coming here since I was little, and it's a cool cave, cool history.
What do you? Oh, sorry.
I just like a nice night hike. And I haven't been to this cave in a hot minute, so.
I was just bored. That's all I gotta say.
So you guys actually came for the cave out here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting that we ran across each other.
Yeah, almost
was
like
a
it was
blessing.
fate.
The ghost led us to you. What can we say?
Yeah. I mean, when I was in middle school, I was in my school's hiking club, and the guy that led it said that when he was out here one time, he thought he heard someone talking to him, and there was no one around, so he didn't know who it could have been. Personally, I mean, I don't know how sensitive I am to the paranormal, and I have anxiety, so I get freaked out pretty easy. But when I've been here, I've definitely felt kind of like just a general
Bad vibe.
Not a bad vibe.
Just vibes.
Just vibes.
You were vibing with Kelpius.
I was vibing. Listen, if I could live in the woods, just like some rando,
You can live there today. That's the takeaway from this video. If you want to live in the woods, do
go live in Kelpius's cave. It's homey. It's a nice
Full of
studio.
worms.
It's a nice studio in Philly.
You've never been to this cave. Do you have any paranormal experiences with this cave?
Have been there once, like 3 years ago, maybe. I don't remember much from it. I just kind of like, I don't know. I remember seeing it and kind of being like, I don't know, this is very weird and kind of sus. I don't know, it's just kind of in the middle of the woods.
I mean, it's...
I get bad vibes from it just in general, just because of where it is. But you know, there might be other stuff with that. Who knows?
I mean, it's not like a bad energy. It's definitely because Kelpius was not like a bad dude. He was just really weird about the Bible. But who isn't these days? And I mean, like when I've been here, I haven't felt like nervous or afraid. I felt kind of just like at peace.
Like there's an energy out here.
Yeah, there's definitely an energy. And also, one time I came here and I was by myself, and when I was looking at the cave, I like felt like I should walk in. Like I cannot explain it, but there was like
Jesus.
this.
Sorry, huge bug.
Oh.
Me, get the shit off me.
Jesus.
Anyway,
because
but
if I
I
find
felt
another
like I
cockroach on me-
had to go in. I did not, because I was like, not that, and I walked away. But
you felt drawn to the cave.
I did. And I don't often feel drawn like that to things, unless they're very old.
I would like to say, I don't believe in the paranormal, but there's a shitload of bugs here. Like, it's not that bad anywhere else. It's right here. Load of bugs.
It's
Lots
probably
of
'cause
bugs. Yes, probably because it's damp. It's damp with spirits.
Well, also big old light.
Yep.
Oh, those dank spirit energies.
Should I tell the boar story?
Yes.
So, my father was out here once when he was younger, and basically he and it was his sister, they were both out here, they were walking towards the
gonna
cave.
make sure our friends aren't dead.
Of course.
Yeah, do that. There was a tiny bush, like very small, and he saw it rustling and a noise came from the bush. It was just this low, extremely loud growl. It sounded what he described like a boar.
Not that. No, something flew over my head and then I saw that and I kind of
You guys are
flipped
right,
for a
it's
second.
freaking out.
Did someone put that up there?
I did.
It is actually
Normally, look, when I hold it, it doesn't do anything.
Well,
It just stays normal. I put it up here,
did it just start doing that?
and it just wigs the out.
Well, I don't know about you
Okay,
guys.
I told y'all there's an energy here.
Do you want to finish your
Also-
story?
I'm not saying I'm psychic.
He
I don't
ran like hell.
interrupt, but I'm
So
feeling
did his
this, like-
sister. Story done.
All right. Anyway,
Well-
have fun with
Have
Kelpius.
fun in your cave.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you all should have bought a Bible. See what happens.
So what YouTube channel is going on?
And now for a quick history of the Cave of Kelpius. Johannes Kelpius was a German mystic, occultist, musician, and writer who immigrated to America in 1694 with his followers in a religious group that he founded known as the Society of the Woman in the Wilderness. The group believed that in 1694 the world would end and that a heavenly kingdom would open up somewhere in the wilderness. Following this prophecy, Johannes led his group of 40 all-male followers, who also happened to be monks, to the outskirts of Philadelphia and set up shop in the woods, where they constructed various buildings and lived out their lives in peace. The monks in the group were skilled in medicine and instrumental music, and Kelpius was a respected scholar. Numerology was big among the monks, and 40 was a key number. The 40 mystics built a 40-foot square tabernacle as a communal residence, which was destroyed decades ago and only remains enshrined in memory. Many describe this group as America's first doomsday cult, as the monks were doing all they could to prepare for the end and were desperately craving a sign that the world was indeed up next for destruction. The Cave of Kelpius itself was where Johannes supposedly delved into his mysticism, and it was reportedly once filled with books, scientific instruments, and all sorts of religious ceremonial items that were used in mystic rituals. Johannes reportedly spent most of his time while in the woods in this cave, searching for answers from the beyond. After his death in 1708, the group of monks disbanded for the most part, although a small number still remained in the area surrounding the Cave of Kelpius and lived out the rest of their pious lives in peace. The music that is playing under this narration was actually written by Kelpius himself, and is a hymn that is still performed sometimes in churches across the world. I found a copy of the hymn's sheet music online and translated it myself using Logic Pro X, my music production software. So tonight we're joined by Colin.
Yep.
He's a fan of the show and a friend of ours. And what have you brought tonight?
So I brought this contraption, which is actually an infrared camera, and it sees pretty well in HD. And then I also brought this plasma ball, and it's been like, I've never seen it act really weird until we've gotten here. As you can see, it's like kind of normal as I hold it right now. It's kind of just one thing. If I put my hand on the bottom, it like makes multiple strands, but it's not too crazy.
Yeah, it was like it's big.
It was very loud. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so this thing is like kind of normal when I hold it, and even if I hold it from the bottom, it's gonna act more because of my, basically it's using me as a conduit to the center of the earth. It's basically attracted to the edges of the orb because it's trying to reach Earth's magnetic pole. And when I have my hand under it, it's gonna go a little bit crazy. But this rock, okay, this rock that doesn't have any like human pull or any like thing that electricity can go through is just wigging out on the top of this rock.
Yeah, and this is the Rosicrucian Monument. If you don't know what Rosicrucians are, they were an ancient, well, I wouldn't say ancient, but they were, and still are, a mystic society that believed that they had secret knowledge handed down to them. They were kind of in the vein of the Freemasons and all the other Order of the Golden Dawn and everything like that. Do you want to show? So basically, though, what you've brought is, in effect, an EM pump.
Mm-hmm.
That thing.
That thing.
Peyton, you want to hold the K2 up there and just show how much EM energy it's kicking out?
All the way.
You see right there, it's a red on the K2 meter. So this thing's kicking out a massive amount of energy. So we're standing right now at the entrance to what is commonly known as the Cave of Kelpius here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is a very old cave. Many people think that it served no other purpose other than to be some sort of a water regulation station, and that it had none of this mystic background. But this monument right here, placed by the Rosicrucian Secret Society, speaks differently. So if you read into the story of Kelpius, he was a mystic who moved to America back in the 1700s, had these pretty crazy biblical beliefs. He thought doomsday was coming very soon, and he lived out his entire life here in the Cave of Kelpius, where we couldn't find information about how he died or where he died, but he lived here his entire life, so we're assuming that he actually did die in this cave. It's interesting that right here we were theorizing that Kelpius could be buried in the area around the Cave of Kelpius, because we had no idea at the time that there were actually historical passages that I would find later on that possibly actually confirm that Kelpius is buried in the area. In this passage that I found in a book from the 1800s, the writer talks about the fact that one of Kelpius's disciples was actually buried at his feet, which was somewhere near the hut lately inhabited by the dead mystic, which would have been the Cave of Kelpius itself. We don't know exactly where Kelpius is buried because there was never any grave or burial records for him, but in all the information that I can find online, scholars say that the monks and Kelpius himself were buried in the woods in a garden somewhere surrounding the tabernacle and the buildings that were a part of the complex that they all called home. Is Kelpius buried out here? Are there other unmarked graves in the area? I don't know, but it is interesting that I found this passage and that there is a possibility that there are unmarked graves surrounding the cave. He had an entire doomsday cult. A lot of people call it a doomsday cult, but it was really just a religious sect of people that followed him. When the cult or group disbanded eventually, many of the members left and rejoined society, but a number of others went out to these woods right here and lived out the rest of their lives. So it's hard to find information on these people. We don't know how they died, where they're buried. We don't even know if Kelpius died here, but this is a cave that's very important to a lot of occult societies and mystic groups because of its significance and because of the different, people and groups that have made this cave a home and a place of worship. So is it haunted? Is Kelpius still here? Is some of this energy from all of these worships, still here? We don't know, but we came through the woods here to find out. What do you think about this place?
I think it's actually kind of creepy, it's just this in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
I've never really seen anything quite like this, and definitely not this old.
And with the history, even just the religious and spiritual significance of a little cave like this that's just tucked back in the woods, it's hard to ignore. And there's just a lot of movement all around us all of a sudden. Sounds like deer or animals, but we just heard that story from those people that led us here about them hearing a massive growl around this area. So paranormal or not, that's still just kind of a creepy story because who knows what's out in these woods. I'll take the camera back from Colin now.
Okay. So as they were giving their little speech testimony, I kind of had to give my camera to Peyton because I was feeling this weird kind of guttural anxiety, and they weren't talking about anything too spooky or too kind of crazy that would make me feel this. I just kind of felt it on my own, and it felt like on the very verge of like wanting to throw up. So I gave it to Peyton, and
Weird.
yeah, so that's just what I felt. And then I just decided like maybe there's some weird energy around, and I just put that plasma ball up on the monument thing, which I was standing next to, and it started wigging out. And it's weird when things kind of correlate together, and especially this is like one of my first ghost hunts, and so to have that first experience is very kind of sobering that this stuff might be actually real, you know. And you see all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, it might be real. Like interdimensional demons slash ghosts slash spirits. There's no actual evidence for it. It's all like up in the air that we need to research, and that's why I'm so interested in the Paranormal Files, because these guys are truly genuine. I used to text them all the time, and now I'm actually with them. And these guys are just truly genuine. I love them.
Thanks,
whatever
buddy.
they do is like seriously like realistic, and nothing's freaking faked or whatever like some other channels.
And you can attest to the fact that we literally just walk out to these places with the camera.
Also,
it's not easy.
Me being a fan, they just asked like on Instagram if like a bunch of people wanted to meet up in Philly. I was like the only person to say yes. Instantly came here and realized that this stuff is like
A little creepy.
There might be something more to it.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, you're standing at the mouth of the Cave of Kelpius, so. But that's not how you expected your Saturday to go.
Probably not.
But here you are.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you guys want to actually go in?
I feel bad killing the worms. I feel bad killing all the worms I'm gonna step on.
They'll split.
Yeah, I don't think you'll kill them.
Live.
Yeah, there's something walking around out there that's really loud that just started. Yeah, this is the brightest it goes.
Can I get my K2 meter and prove that this isn't pumping out any electromagnetic frequencies? Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that this, even though it's like a really janky contraption, it really works. And I just wanted to show you guys that there's no like electromagnetic frequency coming off of it. It's running right now. It has an infrared light that's running too. There's nothing, even if you get like super close, and that just went off because I dinked it, but yeah, nothing. Just to show that nothing's faked, nothing's...
Yeah. So if we get a spike, it's something odd, because we're out in the middle of the damn woods.
Yeah, if we get a spike and this is near my camera, that's not gonna be the case.
No, not at all. Well, you guys want to walk in there?
Definitely.
Sorry, worms and snails.
Oh, it smells like shit in here. But look at how these rocks are arranged so strangely in here. It's not a fire. It's like these rocks are arranged not for a fire. They're like in the center of a circle. You know what I mean?
Dude, look at all the worms.
Yeah, there are like thousands of worms in here.
That is so disgusting.
Dude, they're like writhing around.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I have it.
Wormophobia.
Wormophobia. Don't look up.
Oh, jump.
Dude, they will jump. Oh god, those worms are jumping. Dude. So gross.
I feel like sticking to my feet.
Wait, be really quiet and just listen. You can like hear them. It's like
You can hear them squirm. I've never seen so many worms in an area. I wonder if they're attracted to like some inherent energy in here. The whole forest is, I mean, it's damp in here, yes, but
I have to get a shot of this.
it's just,
Worms!
dude.
I'm definitely gonna have to clean off these Air Force Ones.
Don't you think that's weird though, these rocks in the circle? Because if it was a fireplace, there would be burned wood. It's like this was set up in some sort of a ritualistic fashion. So we're in the cave right now. There's worms everywhere. Slithering around. I'm gonna turn the light off. We're here in the dark. Is there anybody here in the Cave of Kelpius? Kelpius, are you here? Could you give us a sign that you're here?
Fuck on my back.
Do you want to ask a question?
If there's any cult leader present, anyone who was associated with the cult, prove to me that you're real.
That infrared light makes it look like daytime in here. I can't even see those rocks, but I can perfectly in here. Is there anybody or any sort of energy left here in the cave? And could you give us a sign that you are here? Yeah, it's really quiet.
I feel like there was just like some white noise that just kind of left. You guys feel that?
Feels a lot more quiet in here, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's got a weird energy.
Oh, can we also talk about how there's a literal monument to a dead person out here?
That is true. And there's these look like what do they call them? Sigils. Like these black parts. They look like like sigils.
I wonder what that is.
Let me get the other meter.
Things wigging out on there.
If you're here, touch the right meter. This will give you some more energy to harvest from, and you can come and reach out and grab that EMF. You can come and reach out and grab that little device that's shining.
You have a very calming voice.
Thank you.
Look, now it's not freaking out as much on top.
That just shows that it really was freaking out on top of that rock out there.
That was my pants. Not a fart. God, these worms are so crazy.
That's like very, very weird.
So many worms. Well, you guys want to go back outside?
I think we should spend a little bit more time.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actual spikes.
Dude.
Okay.
And you asked to touch the
And
right.
look, the plasma ball. It's not doing anything.
Oh, whoa.
It's the right meter, too, that's freaking out. Damn, that's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, I asked it to touch the right meter.
Damn, I paused for like half a second, too.
Well, at least you got it. You started around this radius. And the left one's not even doing anything.
Oh, left one didn't even move.
Yeah.
That's...
And the plasma ball is not even moving either.
The left one's more sensitive, too.
Could you do that again? Could you touch that glowing green light on the right side if that was you?
Well, it started doing that right when you were suggesting that we leave.
Yeah. Do you not want us to leave?
Coming from a house that has a ton of like EMF kind of frequencies because of my computer, it's like really loud and gives off a lot of like electricity excess. I've never seen that thing go off. Sometimes I've been really like scared at night after watching a horror movie or something, and I just move it around my room like a maniac, and it never goes off.
Yeah, no.
And then I feel like I'm like, okay, I'll go to sleep. Like I'm fine. There's no ghosts around me. But we bring it here, and it's like
That's trippy.
it's going off, and I've never seen that thing malfunction like that ever. This is in the middle of nowhere.
A
There's-
cave in a forest with a dirt floor.
It's going off. It's going off.
Look, there it is again.
What?
It just stopped.
Yep, I just saw. Oh,
Here it is.
dude, that's bizarre.
Thank you. Whoever that is, thank you. Do you think you can make it more consistent?
Dude, it's just so weird that that's wigging out. And
Just
the one,
grab with all your force.
the meter right next to it is not doing anything. Oh, it just stopped.
Do you not like me telling you what to do? Also, to any Christians out there, I say any Christians that are pressing, because back then it was more oppressive.
Mm-hmm.
And also there's just certain denominations
Look
that
right
are
there.
more... Yeah. There are certain denominations that are more oppressive than others.
Could you touch that again? If this is you, Kelpius? Could you grab that light one more time, please, so we know that it's you? No, I'm starting to feel kind of sick.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like nauseous.
Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing like weird noises out there that I don't think I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look how dark it is out there. It's like very creepy.
Yeah, it's pitch black out there.
They sound like bird noises, but not owls, and birds don't usually caw at the middle of the night.
Mm-mm. And like these worm sounds are just...
Are you not Kelpius? Are you one of the followers of his cult? Maybe a Rosicrucian?
If you're here, can you touch that plasma ball?
Touch the little bulb on top of the rock, the little circle.
Yes, sorry, let me make it simple for you. I'm sure you had rituals.
What is that?
I don't know.
Seems to be a delay between...
Wait, there it goes again.
If you hear touch the left meter, that one's easier to set off. Just touch that red thing. The red tip.
Okay. Oh, sorry, baby.
It's okay.
Is there anybody or anything here with us right now? In the cave?
Do you see that blinking light right there?
The what?
Blinking light.
Lightning bug.
Really? Oh, yep. Yeah, it is. There he comes.
Right
He's
the
like-
camera.
Literally getting you.
I got some good footage. It's on my shirt. There it goes.
Could you knock on something in here?
Sorry. It's coming right at my face.
What?
It's big, it's big, it's really big.
Yeah, that lightning bug is gigantic.
Oh, they're not the cute little ones.
No, they're huge.
It's like a
They're
big ass.
flying right into us. Oh. Well, you guys want to step outside?
Yeah.
Oh, can we also talk about how there's a literal monument to a dead person out here?
What are they called? Sigils.
Mm-hmm.
Like these black parts. They look like like sigils.
I wonder what that is.
Probably written by some edgy teen, but like...
It's just a weird place. And these shells. Who left these shells here too?
Yeah.
The shells are very spiritually significant. Is there anybody out here in the woods who knew Kelpius or was a follower of Kelpius? We invite you to come and talk to us. Is there anybody there with us?
Oh, baby.
What?
Don't move.
What?
The roach.
Okay, I'll stop the bugs.
Could you give us a sign that you're out here? Well, I'm really hungry all of a sudden.
Really?
You guys want to head out?
We should read this first.
Yeah, this is like interesting.
Johannes Kelpius, PhD, AD, 1673 to 1708. The contented of the God-loving soul, or cod.
It's God. It's not cod.
It's God.
It's not the cod loving
cod
soul. Fish and chips, bitch.
What does this say?
It's okay.
Minister.
Magister.
Magister of the First Rosicrucian, AMORC, colony in America, which arrived in Philadelphia June 24th. Oh, God.
1694.
It's June 22nd today.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Father Kelpius used this cave as a shelter and as a sanctum for his meditations, or for his meditations. So there is some weird mystic energy going on out here, and ritualistic secret societies coming out to this cave.
Even modern.
Even in the modern day, yeah. Well, we've been out here for a while now. We got the whole story on the Cave of Kelpius. Obviously gave you guys the history on it. We had some weird EMF fluctuations inside the actual cave, none outside. There's no power lines around here. There's nothing that should be setting that off. We were in an actual cave built into the side of a hill with obviously no interference even really possible. So that was bizarre, but this is the last spot that we're hitting in Philadelphia. It's been a great trip to Pennsylvania. Peyton and I have enjoyed every single moment of it. Thank you guys for making this possible. We love you guys so much at home. Thank you for coming along with us on these adventures. We're planning our next trips now. We've got some big guests coming along. And until next time, as always, stay spooky.
We have to get one.
There's definitely a lot of weird feelings in there. Everyone really says that, but it's weird. You can definitely sense it a little bit.
Okay, the two Collins together.
Yeah.
A re-edited ending. Thanks to this guy for coming and joining us. If only I had my long hair, we'd be long-haired Colin brothers.
Blonde, long-haired Colin brothers.
From both of us, well, all three of us, Peyton's behind the camera.
Yep.
Actually, hell, let's just get you in here.
Okay.
We love you guys so much. Thank you again for watching and for supporting us. We had a great time in Pennsylvania, didn't we, Peyton?
Oh, yeah.
It was grand. And from us here at Kelpius' Cave, out in the boonies of Philadelphia, it's Colin.
And Peyton.
And Colin.
And as always, guys, stay spooky. Woo!